This is a HeadGum podcast.
Gather round! I like that! Yeah!
Yes!
Mess around!
That's what I'm talking about. All night. Look at that.
They messing around.
You say it's your brother's birthday party today, but ask me if I care. Just ask me. Just ask me. Hell no. You know why? Because I wasn't invited. So I don't give two damns about your
The
brother's.
only person that's invited is my brother. I'm just making my brother's favorite dinner. I'm making him a chicken curry tonight, and I'm just giving it to my brother.
So you're making him a chicken curry tonight, and you're over here at 10:30 in the morning talking about we gotta hurry up.
I do. Well, I got to decorate. I'm a really good big sister, okay? I've decorated the whole house. I'm making his favorite meal. I prepped it last night. I got to cook it all day today. I'm going to slow cook the curry. I'm a good big sister. I don't have to tell you.
You got hoes over there? How are you bringing them? You bringing them?
He just got married at my house. Man is married.
They ain't never stopped nobody before. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. This is true.
Oh
This
my
is true.
gosh.
A lot of people making a lot of choices. A lot of
That's
married
right.
men making up new rules. I honestly think sometimes when I hear about that, I'm like, wow, man, you all really just have the time.
People just be here's what I and this has nothing
This
to
is
do
a
with
new
this.
girl recap podcast. I would just like to say, but we're deep diving into infidelity in marriages.
Look, if you're a cheater and you're watching this right now
Yeah.
on Hulu,
Yes.
go ahead and let us know in the comments that you saw this on Hulu and you're a cheater.
Make sure your other half maybe knows beforehand that you're making these choices. You know what? No one wants to find out in the comments of the New Girl podcast that their husband was cheating on them.
Wait. What?
That'd be amazing.
Why you got to put that on the husbands?
That's true. A lot of
You know what I'm
ladies,
saying?
a lot of ladies out there.
Ladies, if you're a cheater,
That's
DM
even
me.
more hard for me to understand. Like, wow, really? Two of them?
Did you say that was hard for you to understand when women cheat?
It just the effort, I guess. I'm like, man, for me to just like get out of bed, brush my teeth, and like be like, should I work out? That's like a lot. The idea that I'd be like trying to like text some dude and like run around and then see. I'm like,
I mean, it ain't that hard. I mean, no, I'm not
you're
saying.
like, if you
I'm not
put
saying
your
I haven't
mind
done
to it, Hannah, you can do it.
You can
Believe
achieve
in yourself.
anything.
You can do anything. You can cheat on your husband today.
I'm going to set. No, you're not.
You can get your squats in and cheat if you really are a hustler.
Mhm.
Rise and grind.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, listen, I guess this kind of ties into the episode that we're going to talk about today because it's about men trying to be manly, getting ready for the wedding. It's episode 517, Road Trip. And I don't know if you remember this, but the way they presented this episode and Chill Day In, 518, the way they presented it to us was that it was basically one big episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were going to do a to be continued and two-parted. And it was going to be one day in the New Girl universe, right? The boys' perspective and experience, the girls' perspective and experience of a bachelor party and a bachelorette.
Yeah.
That's how they were going to do it. And I remember being like, we'd never done that before. It's kind of fun when you're on a show and sitcoms are formulaic. You kind of know what to expect. That's the comfort and joy of a sitcom. That's why we love them. But it was kind of fun after 5 seasons to have something totally brand new brought to us and be like, we're going to try this totally different thing. And the GOAT, Noah Garfinkel, and our favorite Trent O'Donnell wrote and directed this. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Road Trip. I love this episode. You're
That's right.
incredible in this episode.
Oh, this is a fun one.
I can't wait to hear all about it because I wasn't there for most of it.
Yeah, this is a fun one for sure. Also, before we dive in, folks, remember, you got to catch the new episodes of The Mess Around every Sunday, 2 days early on Hulu, okay? You can catch it 2 days early on Hulu, so make sure you do that. Now, we got a two-parter for you, like Hannah explained. We have a two-parter on our hands, folks. 2 episodes that aired back-to-back and 2 POVs that show different perspectives of the exact same day. Now, in this episode of New Girl, Schmidt's bachelor party takes a turn when he decides to prove himself as a man worthy of being a husband. So the groomsmen, they take a little road trip to Vegas. But do they make it? No, not even close. But what happens is worth 100 Vegas trips. I don't know if that's actually true, but like, what happened was messed up.
What's the last time you went to Vegas?
I was just in Vegas not too long ago. I went to see the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, AJ invited me. And shout out to AJ. Shout out to all the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I want to go. I will say, speaking of birthdays, my brother-in-law turned 40. Curtis, you know Curtis. Curtis. And they went to Vegas. It was very similar to this. They rented like a crazy cool car and drove to Vegas for one night only. And wild.
And they
Vegas
got there and they were disappointed.
No, I think they had a fun time. They had a great time. They went to Brad Garrett's comedy club.
Really?
Careful how you say that.
I said what I said.
Your eyes just lit up. You went, oh yeah, there it is. That's the thing I'm not supposed to say.
No, I need to be, if I go to Vegas, because I always go and we wing it, right? I mean, Backstreet Boys was great, but that's like one event out of 2 days. And I was staying in this sick room, nothing to show for it. It was, I was like, I didn't have like the adventure that you think you would have in Vegas. So if you are in Vegas, or if you have Vegas connections, here's what I'm looking for. I want to go to Vegas.
Yes.
I want to get in trouble with the wrong people.
Oh.
I want to owe a guy. I want to owe a guy some money. I want to meet someone lovely. I want to have a crazy wild night. Turns out she's on the take. You know, she owes money to some people too. So she's using me. She's using me as a distraction. But also to get my money because she wants to pay that guy back. So now I got 2 enemies on my hands. Now I'm on the run. I meet another guy. Turns out he's a good guy. Are you pitching a
movie right now? What are we doing?
I'm pitching my night in Vegas. I want to get crazy. Then I want to fall in love with a stripper. Like, really in love. Okay. And I thought I'd turn her life around, but it's like, no, she's rich. She just really likes stripping. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. She's not doing it for a goal.
Is this
like,
the fantasy you tell yourself about strippers are very rich? They just do it for the love of the game.
So
you guys, listen. We can't. This. I have a feeling this romantic fantasy of yours is going to go on for about 45 minutes, and I would like to dive in because basically the foundation of this episode is just about overreactive male ego. Yeah, is what this is. That's all it is. They're driving down the street, and he gets "I'm Toby bitched." And it turned Schmidt all the way around because it happened in front of his woman.
That's right. You can't punk a man in front of his woman.
I guess not. Because then they're going to do something like this, where they're like, I have to prove that I can defend her, so I've got to be as manly as humanly possible.
Let me ask you a question, Hannah. If this happened in real life, big guy comes over and he's pushing you or yelling at you. He's not pushing you, but he's yelling at you in your face. Yeah. And your husband doesn't do anything aggressive. He just kind of goes like, can we not stop? Can we stop? And he's really docile and gentle about it. And the guy just finishes his tirade in your face, spits on the ground, gives you the middle finger, and then walks off. And then your husband's like, whew, I'm glad he's gone. Let's go home. Do you look at your husband differently?
First of all, let me just explain something. I think it makes a difference, right? Who, like the physicality and the energy just given off by your partner, right? If I was with somebody that emitted like like they felt scared of the person that was being the aggressor, I'd be like, dig deep, bro. We're being attacked. But my husband happens to be, the 6'5" tattooed man who drives motorcycles. If this guy is popping off, he probably would be like, it's all right, man. Back up. He's just not threatened. No, he knows nothing's going to actually happen. This guy might be barking. And I also know nothing's going to happen because I've got this person next to me. Like, good luck.
Hannah,
so I don't feel a thing.
You're not answering the question, Hannah. I see how
no, it wouldn't change my thing because I also am like this. Have you met me? Like, if things like that happen, this is how I am. Stone cold. You can ask Wendy. And I'll just carefully
take your nails off.
Take off the earrings.
take off the necklace, and before you know it, you just butt naked on the street.
And off my sunglasses, and I'll be like, okay, what have we done? This is the thing why I think I love this episode so much, is that what happens with Schmidt at the end, where he's like, Schmidt, and he starts going crazy, is like, that's the core of me. It'd be like, oh, you can't out crazy me to scare me. I have that girl rule where it's like, okay,
I see.
I'll get real quiet and look you dead in the eye. Keep going.
I see what you're saying.
So I don't need whoever's standing next to me. I'm like, move. Because I'll be like, okay, are you done? Because I'm about to start. And then they're like, I think I'm good. I gotta go.
You're different from me. If a man walked into my face,
yes, and
started screaming and barking and doing the whole song and dance, and my woman didn't step in,
that's why we're friends. You'll be like, hold on, let me call Hannah. She's gonna get you. Hold up.
You ain't got my back. You gotta go. You can't help me with this, man. You gotta go.
Man. So wait, so Schmidt gets called out. I'm Toby, bitch. By the way, the guy was scary.
In real life, I feel like he might have been a sweetheart. Did you get a chance to talk to him?
I don't honestly remember, but they always were. Everybody that came and day played on our show was always so, like, New Girl was so big at this point. They were all just like, I can't believe this is happening. It's my favorite show. And then they'd have to do some crazy scene. And they'd be like, bye. You'd be like, bye, you were great. So yeah, probably was a sweetheart. But I love the fact that he's like, no, you know what? Like, I have to prove this. I gotta go. I'm gonna feel that feeling in my body again, that I know I can be a husband and protect my wife.
Right.
Which is just such a fun premise, because we get to see Schmidt in a totally different way.
Oh yeah, because he burst in the house. Like pissed. You know what I mean? Tokyo is off. You know what I mean? The Tokyo theme party is off. F that, we're going to Vegas like men. You know, and then Jess was asking, is this an overreaction to something? He's like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so now it's time for the road trip.
Yes.
Obviously, this is always so funny when, like, in movies, when, like, you're going to a place, you start dressing like it, like, oh, we're going to Hawaii, and then they wear, like, Hawaiian clothes to the airport. Whenever I'm going to Hawaii and I see, like, people on the airplane wearing Hawaiian clothes, I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard.
Like, why are you cosplaying right now? Just you could go G's in a t-shirt. You're okay. They'll let you in.
I'm like, yo, this is wild. So he's in there. He's wearing a leather jacket. He's asking Nick, you know, if he could rent the toughest convertible available, and you know, I think it's crazy to think that it's probably days, and he's still letting Toby kind of make him feel emasculated. That's weird. Yeah. That's strange. You know what I mean?
Well, he's got a solution. He's like, I'm going to do this, and then I'll prove it to myself that I'm worthy to be. I think the root of this whole thing, if we're going to go there, is the worthiness to be with this woman, right? And so,
yes and no. I think it is the worthiness part, but I also think, you know, women, y'all. This is my message to women out there, because I know women love hearing from me, and the advice I like to give them on teaching them how to be better women.
Yeah.
Women love this from me. You're supposed to support that man and let that man know that he is the man. So after that situation happened,
she tried.
No, but not with your words. You got to do it with your actions.
You got to do it with your body.
Yeah, you got to walk in that room and be like, walk in the room and take your clothes off and be like, I couldn't help myself because you're such a man. My clothes just fell off. And then every time he walks in the room, you got to go like this. Oh my God, so much testosterone just hit me. Is that coming from you? Like, you gotta make that man feel like, ooh, you know what I mean? It's like when you like to be women like to be complimented.
This is on Cece. She could have fixed this before the Vegas thing got out of pocket.
She could have fixed it, but she didn't. You know, selfish. Okay. Selfish. She's like, stop doing that. That's not what men do. You gotta be more secure. Words don't matter. You gotta walk in that room and go, oh, I need a towel. Oh, because you just showed up. That's what you gotta do.
I see.
And you didn't do it.
I'm going to clip this, and I'm going to just keep it on file.
Women,
for your
listen to
future
me.
Wife, so that if you ever have a moment, I'll just be like, this is specifically what Lamorne needs to get through this.
It's not what I need, because I don't have these cuck situations where a guy walks up and just emasculates me. It doesn't happen. White dude with cornrows, don't scare me. You know what I'm saying?
I think you would probably start laughing is the problem, and then you would get stabbed. Like, you would have to, like, hold your face together because you'd be like, sir,
No, I would start helping him braid the rest of his hair. I'd be like, "Oh, one of your braids is off, bro. Let me help you. Let me help you, big dog. Let me help you, big dog. Come on now.
Pause for a second. Come over here. Let me fix you.
Hold on, bro. Then get
I
back
got
to your
one of
regular
Lily's
schedule.
barrettes in the back. Let me just fix this bit, clip it up.
But I want women to know this, Hannah. And then we're gonna move on. I'm sorry to do this. We will move on. But I want women to know this because I'm a pro at women. I'm a pro. And women, what they should understand about men is that we need physical reassurance. Okay? Everything, like when we walk in the room, kind of get a little shorter than us. Just go. Just go, you're so big.
No.
You're so big. You know what I mean? Like,
it's such a mystery why you're single. Okay. So the whole bachelor party crew arrives at the car rental place, and there's a problem. The rental convertible is a tiny little yellow sports car-y thing meant for horny beach trash. It is not tough enough. We learned by the way, Nelson Franklin gave me my laugh out loud moments this entire episode because it's so funny to invite your fiance's ex-boyfriend on your Vegas trip. I love how they're like, just fold him in.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. It's so funny. I love how unbothered Schmidt is. That's a secure man. I love it so much. It's so funny. Anyway, so we learned that Robbie has unresolved feelings towards CC. He's not really in the woo-woo Vegas mood yet because he's processing that the love of his life is getting married. It's so funny. And then Big Schmidt shows up in his minivan, psyched about the opportunity to live, it seems like, Lamorne's dream scenario in Vegas.
Yeah, when you got kids, oh my gosh, when you drive a minivan, you're looking to go to Vegas and get weird.
The minivan makes your needs go to the next level for Vegas.
And actually, what happens to them before they get to Vegas? I mean, you're watching this rewatch. I mean, I'm assuming you've seen the episode already, but that's a Vegas trip that I wouldn't mind having. You know, it's great
riding like those ATV things.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's stupid. I wouldn't do that.
That's a long drive on those things.
That's dumb, boy. That's dumb.
It made me laugh so much when they're doing like that AC/DC Thunderstruck thing.
Yeah.
Right. And they're going like 2 miles an hour down the highway. And I don't know, like if you've ever been on a motorcycle with somebody, the idea of trying to talk is always the most ridiculous thing in the world. And I love that they showed it so perfectly.
What?
They weren't even trying to be funny. That's exactly how it is. You cannot hear anything.
Don't they have little microphones that people use to talk to each other? Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that they had that, clearly.
Okay, now when they're there, Winston gets a text from Jess.
Yeah.
It says, with Allie and Trip on the squirts.
What
chicken leg
is
emoji.
happening?
Is like, what the hell does that even mean? He gives the rundown to all the guys, lets them know, hey, I'm in love with Allie, but Allie has got a boyfriend. Also, Winston's married, but it's a prank. But Big Schmidt cuts him off.
Peak Winston.
Like, I love her, but you know what? But it's all good. She got a boyfriend, but I'm married, so it's a prank.
I'm trying to get through a divorce.
Too many lady problems, says Big Schmidt. Shout out to Rob Riggle. This is a bachelor party. We got no lady problems allowed. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, Schmidt, he comes back with an announcement. We're doing motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
But then... cut to Thunderstruck.
That's my favorite moment.
They're doing 5 miles an hour, and on those little like Can-Am. What are
what are those things?
They're like Can-Am.
Oh yeah, like the spiders. That's right.
Yeah, I used to have one.
Actually. I remember.
They would like give them. They were trying to like promote them, so they would give them to folks for free. And
there was a time where that was happening out here a lot. You want to borrow this car and it stopped. You want to borrow this car for like 2 months?
Yeah.
And it was like, what, just driving around the car is going to sell more cars? I was down to it. I loved it.
Yeah, because when Hannah Simone walk out in slow motion.
Yeah, everybody's like, I need to buy that car.
They're like, damn, is that a Buick? Oh, yeah. Is that a Buick LeSabre 1989? Yeah.
It does sound like a sick car. So the rest of the crew is in Big Schmidt's van. Lamorne's Lamorne's on his phone in the back.
Winston was on his phone. I'm sure I was.
That's true. Winston's on his phone in the back. He gets called out because he's looking at a children's book about the ugly duckling. It's so sweet.
Winston, this ugly duckling is about to be. What he said. Man, this ugly duckling about to be fine as hell at the end. Man, sexy ass swan gonna have me picking feathers out my teeth for days. I channeled a little coach on that one, little Damon Jr. on that line. Jay Cronkite Valley Forge says it's not the feathers you have to worry about; it's the eggshells.
Disgusting. I don't even know what it means, but it disgusts me.
Gosh. Okay, now Schmidt is losing a little bit of control here, and he veers off the road. They go flying off the road.
The fall off the bike is also one of the funniest things ever. Did you see how he falls off?
I don't know. How do you do it? Can you give us a demonstration? Is that a couch behind you?
He's just like this. Like, it's not even like how a real human falls.
Is it like how do you remember how Jazz used to get thrown out of the house on Fresh Prince?
Yes, I do. It's like that, where he's just like, whoa, like this really like this thing. And I'm like, I don't know anybody that falls like that. So he's throwing a fit. He's embarrassed. He's like, I'm not even man enough to ride a mechanical tricycle.
Mm.
And then Nick is coming in with some loving wisdom.
He's like, you crashed. You got injured? That's cool as hell, man.
Cool.
That's cool as hell. You got hurt on a hog, dude. Oh, pause. You got hurt on a hog. And he points at a biker bar across the road, and he's suggesting that Schmidt, he walks in there, slam a whiskey, tell somebody to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's the butchest guy on this roadside? Me.
Trent really let these two guys just have a time doing this episode.
Oh my gosh.
You can just tell Trent was like, keep it in a 2-shot. Just let Max and Jake be as weird as they want to be, fully in their little stereotypes. And it's so funny because you watch Jake's face and Max's face. They're trying to hold it together because they're trying to make the other one break. This whole episode is about one trying to make the other break.
You're trying and you can't. You can't.
They get close, though. They get close.
But I want to do a blooper reel, though, because when they break, it's so aggressive. Max's face gets bright red and he's covered in tears. Yeah. And he can't. It takes him a while to recover. Because once he breaks, it takes him a while to recover. Yeah.
I didn't know that people do that. They pinch their nose to stop.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm such a focused and disciplined actor. I just stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just like, this doesn't happen.
You don't get it. You don't understand. You're not disciplined and focused.
I just check out. I'm just like, I don't have the words. Did you say something? You were trying to make me laugh? Oh, sorry, I missed it. Do it again.
So sorry, big dog. Try again, big dog. You got it. You funny. You real funny. Do it again.
So they walk into this weird, sketchy real desert bar, and Schmidt is like, I'm going to do all the things you told me to do. Mm-hmm. I'm a man. So he slams his helmet down, walks over the jukebox, slams on a song, and it's Katy Perry. It's the Katy Perry song. And they all freak out, and so they unplug the entire jukebox in a panic.
Well, right before that.
What happens before?
Right before that.
Oh, the line. The best line.
Bill Schmidt's frustrated with Winston looking. Big Schmidt is frustrated with Winston looking at his phone. Yeah. It's like he needs to know if Allie and Tripp broke up. Mm-hmm. He snatches the phone out of Winston's hand and declares that it's on lockdown. Now the guys walk into the bar as Big Schmidt says, man, these people are real deserty. And as Jay Cronkite Valley Forge says, I must say, this is not my favorite sort of white people.
Greatest line. The greatest line of the episode.
Yes, and then we get into the Schmidt and the helmet.
Then we get into it. He does this whole crazy thing. They have to unplug the jukebox. What I love about this episode, it shows what you can do in 22 minutes, is that Katy Perry song comes back around. And I love that. I love that Trent did that as a director. It makes it so funny and smart. It's just like a genius choice. Shows you the importance of music and comedy.
Mm-hmm. Now, Big Schmidt, he's flirting with this very beautiful,
Very beautiful, by the way.
elderly, long white-haired desert flower.
Mhm.
And Winston attempts to pickpocket him. He comes up behind him. He's trying to slide his hand in his phone to get his phone back, but he can't. He gets caught, you know. It was always interesting. I'm like, Winston's a cop. Can't you just be like, bruh, I'm a police
This is
officer.
true, actually.
I actually need my phone. Like, I actually.
Yeah.
What? But he gets caught. So the guys sit him down and they order him 5 whiskeys for him. Jay Cronkite says, binge drinking can be fun and safe. A safe way to engage with life. He's such a funny dude, man.
He's amazing. This episode's amazing. The motley crew that they pulled together for the bachelor party episode is so smart. It's so weird. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So he's like, if you miss out on this is a bachelor party. This is your best friend's bachelor party. If you miss out on it now, you miss out on the memories forever, And this works on Winston. He's, because he's right, And, that Allie will never go for a guy like him anyway. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We should just be getting drunk in this disgusting ass bar with that white-haired witch in the corner. Old wrinkled skin, crocodile skin.
She's actually very beautiful.
Leather neck.
With a wig. She's like a gorgeous woman with that crazy wig. And you're like, okay.
It's always so funny how they make people, how they try to ugly people up.
You can't. It's LA. Everybody's beautiful here. Sorry.
Yeah, bruh. All you gotta do is clean some people up, bro. They be ready to go.
Then we get to see, by the way, huge movie star right now, Patrick Bramall. Not you.
Yeah. What are you talking
Patty.
about? Yes, good old Patty.
Trent O'Donnell's like ride or die best friend from Australia. Put him in this episode. And he's doing an American accent, which is so funny. Incredible show creator, writer, actor, massive talent, and now is the star of The Devil Wears Prada.
The star? He's the star?
With Annie Hathaway.
He's your love interest, right?
Yeah. Huge. They got a huge job. It's so funny. His wife, Harry, is putting up the funniest videos in the entire world of her being home and like a scrunchie with their babies and watching him do red carpet interviews about like Annie's the most beautiful woman in the entire world. And she's great. That's so funny.
I auditioned for that role.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Patty Bramall. My goodness.
Oh my God. Shout out to him.
Yeah. We are really, New Girl's really a launch pad. I put it down to, I think Anne Hathaway watched this episode and she was like, that's the guy. That's the guy. Look at his performance. Look how he got knocked out to Roar by Katy Perry. Put him in a movie with Meryl Streep.
And
okay, so it's like, you want to fight? They're in now. They're all getting hopped up. Big city boys trying to come for our desert and freeze the little water we have left. A lot of conversations about the drought. Very funny.
He wanted some ice. Schmidt wanted ice cubes. He just wanted whiskey on ice.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted was whiskey on ice. And these people, they get up. They're so mad. They get to just give him the ice. The ice is right there. Just give him the ice. Everybody's so concerned about the ice. We got plenty of ice. Ice is everywhere, actually. Watch out. They're right around the corner.
Then you see Nick do, which is actually quite smart. He's like, okay, how do I change the scenario so we don't get ourselves whooped or whooped in here? He's like, we got to go outside to fight, but first I got to go to the bathroom. And he's trying to create a diversion so that they can jump out the bathroom. They can run away. Run away is the plan. And Schmidt's like, I'm not running away. I have to deal with my inner struggle with my masculinity. I want to fight. He needs to prove that he can be a protective husband.
That's what he's trying to do. He wants
Nick
to prove he can be a
okay.
protective husband, but his wife's not there. But keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Well, what do we learn in the back of the van? One of his wives is there.
Don't eat the candy they're trying to give you. Oh, what?
One of his wives is there.
That's right.
So he has a chance. We'll get there later. So then we go full spaghetti Western. This is what I love about New Girl. We think, we don't do this. We do this. This is what's happening. The two guys become a whole gang when everybody starts jumping off roofs and busting through doors and a child shows up. Can I say something about this fight sequence that was crazy? And you can tell me because you were there. When they go into the big fight after Schmidt tries to do his Toby thing where he's like, Schmidt, and like the Toby thing. what is so crazy, and you run out screaming
Mm-hmm.
about your babies, very sweet, is that when they go into the big slow montage of the fight, there's a dog there. And there's this dog, because it's chaos. I mean, we're really shooting this and it really has to happen. And everybody's choreographed doing all this crazy stuff. And I was like, you can't tell a dog really what to do in that mayhem. And it's just sitting there being such a good boy and just like watching, not reacting, barking, running around, nothing.
Good dog. Good dog.
That's a big swing to put a dog in the scene.
A dog and a child. Well, that child
Yes,
was a little
I
older.
was like, unnecessary. At least a child that was old enough you could kind of tell, and they just had him kind of right off anyway. But
He
I
was
was
a
like,
short
I
boy.
didn't. Yeah, short boy. It was a small man.
Yeah.
But it was such a weird thing with the dog. I was like, holy moly, man! There was no need to do it, but it added to the scene, and I loved it. I watched the doggy.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The dog is probably high. So, but yeah. it's
Legal in
like,
California. It's legal in California.
But it was interesting just shooting that scene. I mean, Trent did it so masterfully. It was, we choreographed the whole thing. You know, hey, you guys are going to be over here doing this. You're going to be in this section
Wait,
doing
where
that.
did you guys shoot this? Do you remember? Like, how far out of LA were you?
I want to say Disney Ranch. I think that's where we were.
Oh, okay. So that's
we were up there
crazy
somewhere.
far.
Yeah, it wasn't too far, but it was a very fun day at work. A very, very fun day at work. And because it was Trent saying kind of within the choreographed chaos, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You like it doesn't matter. It's the crazier the better. Like just be silly, kick stuff, break stuff, punch the air, like get into
Well, you
it.
realize everyone's in motion all the time. And I realized like that was the gift of it. It wasn't like they could use a lot of the wide, right? Because everybody just committed to their own little bits and never stopped moving, running away, acting scared. It was so funny as opposed to only just like popping in for the fights
Right.
and then cutting all of those together. What sells it is the mayhem of the whole scene. And obviously he must have said to you guys, just keep moving, whatever it is, run, move, scream, but you have to be dynamic. And
100%.
everybody like nailed the brief.
100%. You know, Winston runs out there drunk. I remember this moment. He told me there were specifics. You know what I mean? Push the bike over, kick the mirror. You have to make the mirror breakable or breakaway. There are certain things in that chaos. But once you give an actor those things, like, hey, you got to run out, you're going to push the dirt bike, you're going to kick the mirror, then it puts it into your mind that, oh, this is stupid. Like, we can do whatever we want.
Sure.
Throw dirt. You know what I mean? The fight is on, basically. Just no holds
And where's like
barred.
their biggest dude for the fight, which is hysterical too.
But then all of a sudden they cut to
The bathroom.
Katy Perry's Roar.
Yeah.
Katy
And he's in the
Perry's Roar.
bathroom with his desert flower, so they don't even have their big muscle out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
These
Yeah,
guys
he's
are
gone.
just
Big Schmidt is gone. He's in
Big
there
Schmidt
getting
is
it
gone.
in.
He's having a great time.
And honestly, he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing because he didn't come there for war. He came there for lovemaking.
That's true.
You know, and you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah, the
It
fight
would
was
have been
amazing.
a very
I
dry
will
time
say.
in that bathroom, I gotta say.
So the fight happens. It's crazy. It was one of the most fun things I've seen in so long. What I
Yeah.
also love is that when we recap the next episode and we see the girls' day, is that they did a whole fight sequence there too. That was
Yeah.
set to like music and wildness and acting out and overcompensating and trying to dig deep and find like that like protective mama bear or whatever side of you to like protect your, you know, your brood. So I loved how these two episodes just mirrored each other. So that was the guy side of it,
Right.
which I liked a lot.
And afterwards, Nick and Schmidt, they're in the back of the van, and
Woo!
they're beat up. They look pretty bad. Nick holds up Band-Aids, doggies, or trucks. He's like, I don't deserve trucks, Schmidt says.
It's just so sweet too.
I'll
They
be the
also
judge of
gave
that.
such good makeup
Oh,
to
yeah.
show like the fight. And it reminded me there's a fight sequence between Cece and Jess, and we're in in like side by side hospital beds, and we had big bruised eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, the hair and makeup team at New Girl were the best, and those little special effects really sold the fight. It looks so real. Like, what's underneath Schmidt's eye? You're like, are you genuinely okay? Did something happen?
This is interesting too, because Winston came out. He looked clean. He's had a little dirt on his cheek.
You look good. Yeah, you look good. So here's what I'm gonna. Here's what I wanted to talk to you about, because I know you're gonna say no. Okay, I understand that, but I'm gonna explain. So you don't watch Temptation Island, right? See, well, I know you don't. Okay, so just let me explain something though. So I watched Temptation Island season 2. And the guys, did you know the premise of this show? Like a couple goes to the show, they put the guys in the house, the girls in the house, and they have temptresses there, or tempters there, and they are trying to see if you cheat. And then you go to a bonfire, you don't see your other partner, and then you watch clips of what they're doing in the other house, which may then impact how you now are going to choose to move in your house with people. And what they were saying at the reunion was they know things can be pulled out of context and then clipped, right? And then shown at the bonfire for their partner to make it seem like they're acting some type of way. So they were talking about something that crazy that was said, and they're like, I knew it at the time. They're going to clip it. They're going to clip me. They're going to clip it. And I was like, I was thinking about it last night watching this episode, because the speech that Nick Miller gives in the back of the car of what a husband is, right? Where he's like, brushes his hair, the knots out of his hair at night. Like, there's so many sweet things. And I was like, clip it. It just made me think of Temptation Island, where the guys are like, clip it, clip. We got to get clipped. Because I'm like, that needs to be clipped. Wendy, we need to clip it. And it needs to be out there in the world. This is what husbands should do. It was the sweetest little list of really obscure loving things, and it should be clipped and should go viral of this is what a good husband does.
That was a stupid list. Let me tell you what a good husband does.
I like it so much.
Oh,
it's so sweet. He cooks for him. He does all these such sweet things.
He's like, pull my hair out of my face. What did he say?
Yes, dude. Yes, he says very romantic things. And he goes, and I know these things because that's what a husband does. And you've been a great husband to me.
And then he gets weirded out and has to walk away.
He does the funniest thing. He punches the air. He does a deep lunge. And then you can see in the foreground, Schmidt grinning ear to ear, the words he's always been waiting to hear. Yeah, I love you. You are my husband. You are my wife. It is the cutest thing in the entire world. Okay.
Now, Winston admits to the rest of the guys that he was thinking about Allie during the whole fight, which is interesting. It's like the love for someone is causing us to fight and do all this crazy stuff. They think it's pretty lovely, actually. A lot of people don't know this, but Allie's full name is Allison. That's what he says.
Also very wrong.
Yeah,
her name is not Allison.
I know. I like to imagine she's named after the song, and the guys, they all start to sing it, which I'd never heard before.
Never heard this
that
song.
Episode. Yeah.
The other part that's so funny with Nick Miller is then he comes over to Winston and says that to him, and then has another own crack of his own version of seeing himself in his masculinity. And the smile on Schmidt's face being like, yeah, he's been saying some really nice things. And he's struggling. He's struggling with it a lot.
Winston pours out he pours out one for lost loves. Goodbye, unrequited love for Allie. Big Schmidt's proud. They give Winston his phone back. And that's when he opens the phone and he finds out that Allie is single. Schmidt convinces him that they should go back. They should go back. And Winston can confess how he feels. Because he's already got everything he wanted out of the bachelor party. His best friend said, I love you. Winston is pissed off that he didn't see that. Now, Big Schmidt tells them to take the van and go without him because,
Can we talk about what Rob Riggle does? I think he's just supposed to walk towards her. He takes his belt off. He starts to undo his pants. He lets it drops to his ankles, and then he just starts to run like a little kid trying to go to the bathroom. It is one of the funniest things I have ever seen, and I forgot that it happened, and I laughed my ass off. So then they all get on their tricycles and everything, and their mechanical tricycles to head back to LA, and we get our to be continued. I loved it. It was so funny because, you think about it now, everybody binge watches this show and you just hop right into the next one and you get the context of everything. You get to see how it ends. You get to see what happens with Winston. 1 second later, you can watch it as if it's like an hour episode. But at the time when this episode aired, you had to wait a week.
Yeah. You had to wait a week to see
what happened. No, Wendy. See, this is the thing, the rewatch, right? We're doing a rewatch and you forget what happens at the time. Wendy just told us the way they aired it was 1 hour of New Girl.
It was
they aired it back to back. They didn't
Christmas?
Make people wait. They were like maybe ahead of the curve.
Oh my God.
This is before the show was on any streaming. Yeah. Shout out Joe Early being like, no, let's just shoop. So we get to see both sides of the coin. Don't make these fans wait a week. See, we loved you guys from the beginning. See that? We were just like, no, we're not going to sit here and torture you for a week. We got you.
We got you covered. Great episode. I love filming it. It was, I believe it was Disney Ranch. Yeah, it was one of those episodes where you're like, once you see who they have, like Nelson Franklin's back and like, it's like, oh, this is going to be so silly. This is going to be so stupid.
Easy. It's easy, right? The chemistry with a group like that just makes it easy because you can be sillier. And no matter what swing you take, someone's going to be there to be like, caught the ball and I'm going to throw it back. It's the greatest situation to be in. And it was the same with the girls episode. Yeah. Right? Because we had a whole cast of people kind of going around being ridiculous in it. And it made it super easy for us.
Yeah. Hardest part for me was the hardest part about this episode for me was just driving to work every day. I was like, oh, that's a long, it's a little long of a drive, but it was the best, Yeah.
The commute.
Well, all right. Hannah, you want to dive into our roomy message of the week from Emily?
I do. It's from Emily. Remember, you can send us your questions at themessaroundpod@gmail.com. We'll answer all your queries. So this is from Emily. I can't thank y'all enough for doing this pod because not only do I get to relive my comedy obsession in a way that brings it more life, but I find so many moments in real life where my responses are new girl coded AF. I just wanted to share this for the laughs. So I work at a restaurant in Savannah called Repeal 33. If you're ever in the city, we're low-key the best. And recently one of our GMs changed our uniform policy from the traditional all black to a color scheme that had me rolling. This is the reference guide she sent, and the first thing that came to mind was Nutmeg Wholesaler. I absolutely lost it. Now, episode 514 hits different because Repeal 33 has the same vibe as Presh. Very rustic and speakeasy-esque. I swear the show never ceases to be relatable and full of jokes that land like barrel-aged whiskey. No pun intended. Congrats on the Hulu partnership. If my viewership didn't make you a fuck ton of residuals before, it will now. LOL. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Repeat.
Yeah.
But here's my question. So if I got sent this at my job, like all black is easy to kind of do. Everybody kind of has that in their wardrobe, but this is a very specific, like, do you get a budget? Are they like, here's some money to like buy the clothes we need in this color scheme for work? Or is it like dig through your clothes and find the ones that are in this color scheme? I have more questions for you, Emily.
Yeah, I would hope so. Because that's kind of wild that they were like, hey, go dress in these cool types. Like what? Like, what if you're not a fashionable person?
Or
what if you're colorblind?
This is very like, I don't know, safari-esque like colors. Like to just have them in your wardrobe in a way that goes together and is nice for like a high-end restaurant is like a bit.
Yeah. I like the onesie little romper situation with the.
I mean, I love
roll
I
over.
actually kind of dig this vibe in general. I think it's really cool, but it's you need probably to go and buy those pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
I wonder how that
It
works.
is
We
possible.
have questions.
Guys, that's it. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Emily. And for you folks out there who want advice on women, and for all the women out there who need to feel more secure in your femininity, and you need advice from me, write in. I give you all the answers you need right here on this very
I will
podcast.
say this: if you ask us for advice on a situation, relationship, family, work, or whatever, I will say both Lamorne and I have this gift where we will tell you the truth. we will tell you the truth. We're not going to lie to you. It might be shocking, and we rarely agree.
Here's an example. Hannah asked me a question about what women should do.
What should a woman do if she has a male boss and she's really unhappy with her pay and she wants more money?
Walk in the next day wearing something, I don't know, like heavy,
And that's our time.
a fluffer coat, just like one of those turtlenecks and a big warm coat. And he's gonna be like, why is in like a Little League chest protector, a helmet, and then like, why is she dressed like this? Why is he dressed like this? And then she's gonna be like, so listen, I was thinking maybe you could kind of lose the turtleneck immediately. Sexual harassment lawsuit. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
You just want to trap him.
Yeah.
Trap
hey, buddy,
him.
you just told me to take some clothes off? Now we can make this all go away for $7 more an hour.
Wow. This is
All
what
I
I'm
need
trying to
is
say, you guys. It's a very specific type of advice we have for you.
You just told me to take my
Specific.
turtleneck off? The hell is wrong with you?
See, what you have to do is you have to make sure, though, that you can get them to say it. So you got to like turn the temperature up in the whole office to like 100 degrees. And you have to walk in there sweating, uncomfortable,
Right,
the
all the
parka,
time,
the
just
turtleneck,
hot.
and everything. So the guy goes like, hey, do you want to take your jacket off? Hey, gotcha.
Gotcha, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
I need $7 more an hour.
You pervert. You pervert.
Soaked in sweat.
Boom.
Pass
Rich.
out.
You own the
He's
restaurant
got you on a
now.
hydration IV, trying to help you not die. You guys, we really are good at our jobs of
Yes.
posting this. Do you watch Survivor, Lamorne?
No.
Oh, it's my favorite show. And I will say there's this moment where these two people who are, they don't usually, they're not usually together, but they're both together and they concoct this crazy scheme. And it's a girl and a guy. And they both look at each other and they're like, we're unhinged. We're completely unhinged. We should not be allowed to play this game. Certainly not together. Certainly not together. That's what I think about 100 times during our podcast. I'm like, we're unhinged. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
allowed to have a podcast. Certainly not together.
I don't know why they
Certainly
give
not
us one.
together. I don't know. All right, you guys. Next week, we will make you wait a week. We're not as cool. 5:18, a chill day in. We'll get to see the other side of this day from the girls' perspective. Make sure you follow us on IG and TikTok at The Mess Around Pod. You can subscribe to The Mess Around Pod on YouTube. You can get this cool merch, by the way. We sell that online too. We love you. Next week, the ladies take over.
Peace.
The Mess Around is a HeadGum podcast created and hosted by Hannah Simone and Lamorne Morris. The show is produced by Wendy Heisler and engineered by Sam Rogich, with production support from Kyle Chevron and Ali Khan. Our executive producer is Anya Kanevskaya. Katie Moose is our VP of Content at HeadGum. Our theme music is by Ronald Jukebox Jackson. For more podcasts by HeadGum, visit headgum.com or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
That was a HeadGum podcast.